Hi, this is Big Mike. I'm at BLORA, Belton Lake Outdoor Recreation Area, and what I figured I'd do is take some time and do a quick gear video so you get to see what's in my pack. So let's start off first with the pack itself. So here's my pack. It is a ULA circuit. What I did was when I ordered it, I asked for them not to put their logo on it, and I got the version in camouflage, just because camo is cool. A little heavier, but I figured I'd roll with it. Next thing we're looking at, it's going to be my tent. We have the mirror version of the 3F UL Lanshan 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and get it set up so you can have a look at it. Alright, so here's my tent set up. Like I said, it's the Lanshan 1, not the Pro version, the older version. Small one-man tent. I'd say just enough to keep the rain and bugs off you. Alright, we're going to move on to next. We're going to start going into the sleep system. Alright, for my sleeping pad, I've got a Thermarest X Therm and a Trekology inflatable pillow. I'm going to show you those when they're all blown up. Alright, this is what the Thermarest X Therm and the Trekology pillow look all blown up. Going to move them into the tent now. My sleeping quilt is an Outdoor Vitals top quilt. It's their 15-degree version. And we'll open it up so you can have a look at it. Alright, here it is. So it is a quilt rather than a sleeping bag. So essentially it's a sleeping bag without the zipper and without the bottom part. The idea is this quilt is, I believe, 800 plus filled down, water repellent. And essentially with down, if you're sleeping on top of it, you're compromising the insulation value anyway. So you would get whatever insulation you need from your sleeping mat. In my case, it'd be the Thermarest. I'm going to shift this into the tent now. Two little things I picked up in my travels in the Army, courtesy of some of the programs they run, kind of as promotional stuff or whatever, is a little sit pad. And over here is, I'll describe it as a small little tarp or tablecloth. You can probably think of a bunch of uses. I'm thinking about altering it and making it a rain skirt. But for now, it's a good thing to kind of lay stuff out on. But so we got, let's say this one, courtesy of U.S. Army Garrison Humphreys Child and Youth Services. They're handing these out at one of their promotional events. They do lots of great stuff for military children. What it is, it's a little off-brand version of the Z-Seat. Just good place to sit or kneel on, you know, when you're setting stuff up or whatever, to keep your behind from getting wet. Kind of like it. Yeah, so this one I picked up, I believe it was at a seminar for domestic violence and sexual assault. They had some people there from family advocacy as well. And one of the promotional things they kind of hand out, as you notice, it has their phone number on it. So by all means, military members of Fort Hood, if you need family advocacy services, you can call that number. But it's a great little thing. Here, I'm going to open it up. So it opens up into like a little tarp. I don't know if you call it a tarp or picnic blanket or wrap, but it's just kind of handy to keep your stuff out of the dirt. I'm going to be using this to kind of put the rest of the stuff on. So next thing we'll look at is my cook kit. So essentially what I got here is a Toaks 750 millimeter or milliliter titanium pot. I also have a collapsible cup. Because I like my coffee in the morning. A little hard doing this one-handed. I've got a foldable spoon. These are good because it reaches to the bottom of those mountain houses. Open this up. Got a bandana. Of course, it's camouflage. It's kind of like one of my favorite colors. All right, inside the pot, got a little pocket knife. Over there, just for opening up mountain houses, stuff like that. Got a small lighter. I've got a BRS 3000 stove. These are relatively cheap, about 15 bucks on Amazon, and they're very lightweight. Inside I also have an isobutane fuel canister. And then with this setup, I can boil water, I can make coffee. I can also make the mountain house style meals. For food storage, I'm using a Bear canister for now. It's a Bear Vault 450. Works perfectly fine for my weekend trips. I know it's a little overkill in Texas because we don't have bears down here, but what I'm trying to do is get used to areas like the Adirondacks and potentially Pacific Crest where you could kind of run into bears, so I just want to get used to carrying it. We'll see, I could actually shift from this to a bear bag sometime in the future. For rain, I've got a set of Frog Togs. They're ultra light and also ultra cheap, and a just small commercial umbrella. I'm going to see how that works out. So far I've been lucky, I haven't been caught in the rain. For, we'll just call them toilet issues, I've got the deuce of spades, some toilet paper, and some Korean wet wipes. And yeah, we'll see if I need that. I've got a small first aid kit, a headlamp style flashlight, and for water filtration, I've got the Sawyer Squeeze, accompanied with a CNOC water bladder. You can kind of fill the water from the top of it, just makes it easier to use. This is kind of last of the miscellaneous things. I've got some bug spray, some KT tape, another little, it's kind of like a hand wipe, but with insect repellent, some chapstick, some ibuprofen, a couple extra batteries for the headlamp. If you go over this way, I've got a bug net that goes over my head, and also a small pack towel. And then the last thing in this dry bag, again, this is something I kind of got for free while I was deployed over to Korea. We'll say this is courtesy of the 2nd Infantry Division Sharp team. Shout out to my friend Sergeant Mesher and Sergeant Abbasi. But this is just this is a dry bag, and I've got change of clothes, very light sweatshirt, and an extra sun shirt, socks, and underwear in there. I'm going to spare you from showing you my underwear. All right, that's about what's in my pack. So what I'd like to do now is a challenge to some other YouTubers. I'm thinking Uncle Paul Persist, I'm thinking Epic Adventures, and I'm thinking Senior Hiker 77. These are all different content providers on YouTube that I enjoy the videos quite a bit. I've learned a lot from them. But so I'm going to challenge them, and this is what we'll call it the Big 3 Challenge. Show me your Big 3. Do a video showing your sleep system, your shelter, whether it's a hammock or a tent, and sleep system, shelter, and your backpack. So I think that should be fun. And idea being, they do a video and then they challenge 3 more, and we'll see if we can get this challenge to go all around the world. All right. Thanks a lot so much for watching. I'll see you later.